Hello everybody, back here again for another vlog a day, and today is Sunday the 19th, and today was a gorgeous, little chilly, little windy day, but beautiful weather. Sun was shining, just gorgeous out there. So I think everybody here in Boston would be willing to trade today's weather for what's probably going to show up tomorrow. So it's Boston Marathon in the morning, and we did a handful of running stuff today, a couple of little things here and there, and then trying to get everything figured out for tomorrow for the race, and it's calling for like I think 87% chance they're going to get rained on during the race, so pretty much going to have to happen. Everything is pointing towards a rainy race, so got it today. Took off, went for a run down the beach. I was by myself on this one. The person I'm out here with, it was their rest day for the race tomorrow, so they didn't run at all. Ended up going out, had a great run. Was heading out to find some trails. It's kind of off that we'd saw before. I think it was like Friday we saw it, and I thought I knew where I was going. I asked them. They said, "Oh no, it's the other direction." So trusted they knew what they were talking about. They were I don't know. It wasn't where I thought it was. So we discussed where we thought it was. It wasn't there. So I ended up running the beach instead. Not really a big deal. Worked out fine. The tide was out, so had lots of room to run and play. Basically saw a bunch of dogs playing, that kind of thing. Worked out really well. Much better than when her and I tried to run on it the other day together. We had hardly no sand area because the tide was in, and we were climbing across rocks and all that stuff, and not nearly as much fun as it was today. So knocked out my run, got that over with, got it all taken care of, kept my run streak alive, I guess the most important part. Headed down to do a test run on the subway system. The subway stop that the hotel is going to drop us off at tomorrow was they don't have a parking garage apparently. It's like open, it's under renovation or something. So ended up going to another station, went down, bought the train or the subway tickets, whatever you want to call it, put it on the card, headed out. Little card you can refill. It saves like $1 per trip or something, or 50 cents a trip. Went ahead and headed into the city. Got where we're going, went to the expo. Was hoping to be there a lot sooner. Didn't get there as early as we wanted, but she ended up meeting up with Marathon Bill. It's a gentleman, probably the only U.S. citizen that'll ever win the Boston Marathon 4 times. He was back, I think like in the 70s, I believe it was, when he actually won it. But just pretty cool guy. Really, not a big deal at all. They're a great guy though. She got some stuff signed by him. She ended up buying a bunch of things, which we ended up carrying around. Ironically, much longer than would have been if she would have bought them on Friday, because we was there a lot longer today. Then we had to go to the after prep or pre-race dinner, which was a long ass walk from there. Got there, stood outside for what seemed like forever in the cold and wind and just, it was gross out there. Went inside, finally got our food. It was served like just like a cafeteria type thing. A couple scoops here, a couple scoops there, and they were just throwing stuff in your little cardboard plate, like type little to-go container. And then they had us sitting at tables outside. It was so damn windy, so cold. Apparently some people had gotten inside a building, but I don't know how you were that lucky to get in there. And it was ridiculous for what we paid for it and whatnot. The cost of that meal was not worth. Sitting outside is ridiculous. If they don't get 10,000 complaints about that, I don't know what else they'll be getting complaints about. Then from there, headed back, finally jumped on the train, and I had changed trains throughout halfway through the ride. So got that all figured out, and then basically headed back to the hotel, stopped in, had some other supplies we had to buy and that kind of thing. Ran into one of the guys at the I ran the shakeout run with while I was just leaving the expo before the pre-race dinner. Chat with him for a little bit. It's kind of an interesting deal. Did go by and see the Cheers bar. I didn't go down there because she thought it was too crowded or whatever, so she stayed up top. You can kind of walk through the bar and then walk back up out the back, and that didn't happen, so not a big deal. Went in the little gift shop thing there, and she ended up buying a rain poncho for tomorrow for like $4.25 or something like that, so it's very cheap. Got done there. Basically had just, I don't know, it was just a really hectic / fun day. A lot of stress trying to set down the race tomorrow. Asked her what time we're leaving. Our van from the hotel down to the subway is leaving here at 7:15. It's what she signed up for on Thursday night or Friday morning. It's Friday morning she signed up for that. Now she's thinking she wants to leave earlier than that. And of course the 6:45 van is already filled, and there's a 4:15 van. So I hope she doesn't decide to change the 4:15, but she tried to call a cab to get a quote, see what it costs us to take a cab from here to one of the train stations. The guy said that they had to call back at like 3:30 in the morning or 3:15 because he wasn't able to give quotes or something. I don't know what the hell it's about, but she's gonna call them. I'm getting ready to head to bed here real quickly, and I have no idea what time to get up in the morning because I don't know if we're leaving at 4:15, if we're leaving at 6:40, 6:30 to take the cab, or we're gonna leave at 7:15, which is what I'm hoping for. So who the heck knows? It's one of those things where she's getting all up in her head and she thinks she's gonna be late if she takes the 7:15 train. Her bus doesn't even load until 8:45, and then her race doesn't start till like 11 or 11:30. So she has all the time in the world, but she's not trusting it. She's all afraid the train will break down or the train will be full and she can't get on the car or whatever. Which I can't imagine. When with Boston with the race and stuff, I can't imagine if she goes to holler up, "Hey, I'm a runner. You know, is there a family member who can take the next train? Who can just step one person off the train and step her on?" But it's not how she's wanting to do it. So we're gonna find out in the morning what we're doing. So right now, I guess I'm just kind of limbo. So I'm just gonna plan on leaving extra early, and then if we end up leaving later, I might go get my run in before I take off. But if it's raining, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. So I need to get my run in, keep my run streak alive somehow, somewhere. And we have a after race party and stuff tomorrow too at Fenway Park. So be interesting there and see how that goes. So it's going to be a long, long day tomorrow, especially cold and rainy. I'm going to be a little bit, I guess, grumpy by the time the end of the day is over is the best way to put it. So wet and cold is not going to be a fun thing. And she wants me to carry her drop bag because it'll save her like 5 minutes of having to go check it because she's afraid she's going to be late, and I'm going to be stuck carrying a giant bag around with shoes, coats, extra change of clothes, the whole 9 yards, basically all day long to keep her from wasting the 5 minutes before the bus loads. So hopefully I'll get her convinced to go ahead and check that because we're going to meet literally 25 yards from the bag check stations, or we're going to meet each other, then jump on the subway to go where we need to go. So she's talking, she didn't want to walk that far after the race to get her change bag, but I told her I'm going to see you 25 yards farther away than the drop bag section would be. So then she got thinking they're going to lose it and stuff. So it's one of those things. She's getting a little bit scared, a little bit nervous, and that kind of thing. So hopefully she'll wake up, she'll be calm, she'll be collective, and she'll have an amazingly great race. Because that's the only thing that really matters is her having a great race. All the rest of the stuff doesn't matter at all, as long as her race goes good. So anyway, that's all I got for now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe and wonderful day. Thanks for watching.